Hey, hola, my friends. I'm Charles Collins, and I'd like to welcome you to our southwestern United States desert gardens. We grow hydroponically, we grow aquaponically. We use different types of growing methods throughout different types of seasons, and I'm glad that you could join all of us to continue on with this journey. I hope you're fascinated because it's time to blast off. So yeah, my friends, I just had the high honor of teaching a course at Vrije Universiteit in Amsterdam. Involving Dr. James Lech and involving Dr. Laszlo Boros, and I'm just so grateful to even be on the radar of these guys because they're so ahead of the curve in regards to what they're doing in science. And you know, I believe I posted a link to the podcast if you want to check that course out. I also want to post a link. I also have a link that I'm going to post in a couple of days to the Q&A, because the Q&A is very important. But we all plant that first seed and we all grow, right? And that's the beautiful thing about Together We Grow Gardening. So today, we're going to look at that back garden system, that back horizontal hydroponic system that we have, and we are going to better utilize our space with these cool little kale starts that we started inside the house. You guys want to see how we do this? Let's go. Now, the beautiful thing about a horizontal hydroponic system is that because of its high level of efficiency, remember when we looked inside the reservoir how clean the solution was? Well, it's just as clean inside the grow tubes. So using this system as we apply the UVC light, it keeps this clean. It breaks down all of the solid matter, which is really good because now as long as we keep our nutrient levels up and our water levels up, we can basically pull any plant out, plop another one in, and just go about our day. For instance, remember our kale? And this is actually 2 kale plants right here. Let me take a look. See this? 1 and 2. So what we're going to do is I'm going to gently... Oh, I did it. You see those little roots right there? I'll be able to replant this. But we're going to take our cube, our net cup. We've gone through these a bunch of times. We're just going to take this. We're going to plop it right in there. And we're going to set it. That's all we have to do to plant that. We don't have to do anything else, nothing else at all. Like, how cool is that, guys? So let's say we want to move something large, like this chard. We want to remove this because we're going to remove this and we're going to put it into our aquaponics system. So keep in mind how we're switching systems. We're switching from indoor seed sprouting to hydroponics, and then from hydroponics over into aquaponics. So here's how easy this is, guys. We grab from the base. And you see it's got quite a root growth. Whoa, you guys see this? This is the root growth from this beautiful head of chard right here. So what are we going to do to this now? What are we going to do with this now? Let's figure it out. Now, I wanted you guys to take a closer look at where we dropped that kale in at. Here's our kale in our rockwool cube, which is just spun limestone. Look at how clear the nutrient solution is. Like, how fantastic is that, guys? I honestly can't complain. I wouldn't complain. So we'll plop that in there. So what are we going to do with this big head of chard right here? Well, let's go figure that out. Okay, my friends. So we just so happen to have a head of chard that I already pulled from over there. And you see the roots. They're white for the most part. You can see the older roots do have the brown on them, but that's okay. Look at how clear the water is coming from the fish tank moving through the aquaponics system. Now, the thing that I love about the way that we designed our systems is, be it aquaponics or be it hydroponics, you can pull something out, clean a little space around it, and plop something right in. It's not that difficult. So here we go. We've gotten our white PVC pipe. We're going to set that in that little space of water that we already uncovered. Let's move those roots out the way. I remember how I showed you before? Dig in and move rocks. Push it in, dig in, move rocks, push it in, dig in, and move rocks. So here we have it, my friends. We've removed enough rocks, including with the PVC pipe, so that we have a nice little space for our chard to call its new home. Now here are our roots. Here's our chard. We're going to take it, we're going to stick it right into the pipe. We're also going to leave that plastic net cup on. It's not going to hurt the water. It's not going to hurt the fish. It's definitely not going to hurt the plant. When it's time to finally remove the plant, we can actually pull the plant up, remove this net pot, clean it, and then reuse it. So there we go. Let's see. I set you right here. All right. Now we're going to take, while our chart is in, we're going to take our white PVC pipe, and we are going to pull right up. Now those rocks that we removed, all we're going to do is push them. Sorry about that. Push them right back around. So now we have ourselves a nice transplanted Swiss chard plant. That is so dope, right? But I also took the liberty a couple of days ago of transplanting another kale plant out to the aquaponics garden, as well as a lettuce plant that I had started in the house as well. Now, if you're living in a smaller environment like an apartment, and once again, if you watch the videos, the prior videos, we show you how you can build one of these. You can mount it right to your railing or to your balcony or even on a windowsill in your house. You can size it up, you can scale it up, you can scale it down. But the beauty to this system and how we designed it is because our nutrient solution, our water, the liquid moving through is so clear and it's just so incredible for the plants. We don't have to break this system down and clean it every month. I promise you we don't. This dust, this dirt that you see in here is literally dirt that's being blown in from the air around it. So that's the only thing that we would have to remove. And in that case, if that's the case, then if you're a vegetarian, if not, if you just like your leafy greens or your seasonal greens, here's the beautiful thing about this. It's literally as easy as soon as you're done growing this one, pull it out, drop another one right in. You don't have to prep anything. Just imagine the ease of that. So now, not only is this over 95% more efficient than traditional gardening, not only does it take up less space and grow more vegetables and grow more greens and more produce, but it's like a conveyor belt that constantly keeps recreating, not recycling, but constantly keeps giving life to more and more vegetables. This garden should never be without something growing in it. And this system is so efficient, I got to show you a few things that I didn't even believe that I attempted it when we first built this. All right? Chard, we knew chard would work. Cabbage, purple cabbage. I forgot what kind of cabbage that is. Another cabbage here. Cabbage can work in it, but cabbage grows huge, so I wouldn't really recommend cabbage, and it's a growing environment. Here's the funniest one, because I didn't even realize what this was. This is a broccoli plant growing in that same hydroponic system. So in this system, we have cabbage, we have lettuce, we have kale, and we have broccoli. And this is, I don't know if you can see the head in there probably. There you go. This is also, I believe this is a standard broccoli plant. And if not, then it would be a raw broccoli because that's what we have. And this broccoli plant is the same age as this broccoli plant. I'm sorry, guys. It's just so comical when I look at this thing. I mean, take a look at this. Look at the size of these heads. Dudes, look at this. So it goes without saying, I'm going to make me some vegetable stir fry today because my beautiful daughter Charlie made some wonderful honey glazed chicken yesterday. And I can't wait to eat that. Guys, this is the system that I would recommend above any other ones with hydroponics in regards to what I'm doing here. Because it's easy, it's efficient, it doesn't take time to really care for this thing. And plus you can do extra things like how we converted the upline of water into a hydroelectric motor in order to supply power to our LED red lights, which really bring forth this tremendous amount of growth that you see in this system. When you add in the ability to grow all of these gardens simultaneously, you can then make up a plan, a growing plan, so that you can switch out and grow certain vegetables in one order, certain vegetables in another order, or pardon me, at another time, certain vegetables at a different time, seasonally, or just preferential to what you want to eat when you want to eat it. You guys all see how we're going through this incredible global, not just food, but food shortage and the supply chain delays. And a lot of this stuff that you see here, you might not be able to find in good volume at your grocery stores because it costs so much just to move this stuff in. It has to be eaten immediately. So imagine not having to go through all of that crisis. Well, trying to alleviate some of that crisis off of you and your family because you figured out a way not to work around the system, but to work with it. Not to grow against the desert, but to grow with it. So, okay, my friends, we learned how to do a quick plant transfer. We learned some of the cool reasons why we have that horizontal hydroponic system. We also learned that you can easily move from aquaponics to hydroponics, from hydroponics to aquaponics, and you can include traditional gardening in there. We also see the benefits of using the UVC light to keep our tape nice and clean, and as well as the red LED lights that provide a super punch of energy so that these plants, so that the hydroponic and the aquaponic plants can grow to the best of their ability. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you get a chance, please check out the course that we taught at the University in Amsterdam. You guys are awesome. It's going to be published soon. Thank you all. Thank you all for taking the time. And most of all, don't forget, plant that first seed, and together we'll grow. Peace and blessings, my friends.